Hello, fellow Murdlers. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024, and it's a great day to solve a murder. Today, we will be solving the smell-of-almonds murder. I'm wondering if that might have something to do with cyanide. I think cyanide's supposed to smell like almonds. And we will be doing that with our detective's notebook with 6 3x3 grids of suspects, motives, locations, and weapons. We will have a red murder clue today, and sure enough, a bottle of cyanide was used to commit the murder. So we can go ahead and say that a bottle of cyanide is the murder weapon based on this red murder clue here. And then we'll use our detective's notebook and our clues and evidence to figure out who had that bottle, where they were, and why they committed the murder. Let's go ahead and meet our suspects today. We have Lady Violet, Admiral Navy, and Dean Glaucus. The weapons are a bottle of cyanide, a chessboard, and a pair of gardening shears. Our locations are the quaint garden, the new development in the town square, and finally, our motives are to eliminate a spy, to see what it felt like to kill, and to fight for the revolution. Alrighty, so let's dive into our clues and evidence. Whoever wanted to fight for the revolution had a heavyweight weapon. So let's check out our weapons and see which ones are heavyweight. We've got lightweight, heavyweight, so it could be the chessboard, and medium weight, so it is the chessboard. So let's go ahead and say fight for the revolution for the chessboard. Okay. Whoever wanted to eliminate a spy had brown eyes. So now we will look at our suspects. We've got blue eyes, and here we are, brown eyes for Dean Glaucus. So we'll say Dean Glaucus wanted to eliminate a spy. Okay. This will also mean that Dean Glaucus did not have the chessboard, as that is the weapon associated with the motive to fight for the revolution, and we know that Dean Glaucus had a different motive. Okay. Let's see, we have an anagram clue here. Iron was discovered behind screw, iron screw, truck, cement truck. Okay, rusted iron screw was discovered behind a cement truck. Okay, so we've got a rusted iron screw was discovered behind a cement truck. And let's go ahead. I think that might be the gardening shears for the what? Yes, look for a rusted iron screw left behind. Okay, so we're gonna set that down. So we know that we're dealing with a weapon and a location here. So it's saying this is what we had, the rusted iron screw, and it was found behind this item, so saying where it was. So a cement truck. So let's look through. My hunch would be the new development. Let's see if there's anything about cement trucks. There isn't. I think you could extrapolate that, but that's kind of dangerous in this game. So let's just make sure there's nothing else that makes sense. No, nothing about cement. New mounds of dirt, but again, nothing about cement. Okay. I think it's going to be safe to say the new development, although I don't love it. I usually like that to be a stronger connection for this game, just because it is usually fairly immediate. But a rusted iron screw, we'll say that means the gardening shears were at the new development. Okay. And I would say if we find anything fishy with our final detective's notebook solution, that would be the thing that I'd probably go out and maybe try to swap out. Although again, I don't know what else it would be at this point. A Cancer was in the quaint garden. So let's look through, see who our Cancer or Cancers were. We've got Virgo, Cancer, so it could be Admiral Navy. And Dean Glaucus is also a Virgo, so it is Admiral Navy in the quaint garden. All right. So that means Admiral Navy did not have the gardening shears because those are associated with the new construction. Okay, we've got an either or clue. It's the very final clue here. And sure enough, we do have everything we need to solve this one right off the bat. So either Admiral Navy was in the town square or Lady Violet brought a chessboard. Well, we know that Admiral Navy was in the garden, so Lady Violet must have brought a chessboard. So we can go ahead and mark that in as her weapon there. And that also will help us finish out our grid for suspects and weapons. So we do have Admiral Navy as our murderer, so I'll go ahead and put that in, Admiral Navy And Admiral Navy was in the Quaint Garden, so I'll put that in as well. And I believe we can also use this to finish out our motives grid, because we know that if Lady Violet had the motive, or sorry, had the chessboard, then she must have had the motive to fight for the revolution. And sure enough, that leaves only one solution for Admiral Navy's motive, and that is to see what it felt like to kill. So I'm going to go ahead and flip these over. We've got Admiral Navy with a bottle of cyanide in the Quaint Garden to see what it felt like to kill. But before I go ahead and make my final accusation, I'm just going to take a moment and fill out my grid. Okay, there's our grid all filled out. Everything is looking good. We've got Admiral Navy in the Quaint Garden to see what it felt like to kill. I guess that the shears really were in the new development. So let's go ahead and make sure we were right. All right, we were right. Thanks so much for playing along with me today. I hope this was a helpful walkthrough, and we'll see you tomorrow.